Hi Professor, here's Nicole and I'm here today to talk with you about why we should stop using animals for testing. So animal testing causes suffering for these organisms that can't even defend themselves while we use them to our own well-being. So killing these animals and using them for our own benefit is unethical, mostly because we have other choices and we still insist in using these innocent lives. Before I started with the main reasons why we should stop doing this, I will tell you about a fact that I found. So, according to the Humane Society International, it's estimated that 150 million animals around the world are used in laboratory experiments every year. However, this number is much larger than we think because most countries don't publish their precise number. So, for example, the United States it has almost 90% of its animals excluded from its official statistics. So the number is much larger than we think. The first reason I have that most people believe that the US law called the Welfare Act protect animals from these experiments, this cruelty, and these unethical acts that happen in the laboratories, while the truth is that this law protects only 5% of the animals because it doesn't include like rats, fish, mice, rabbits, which means like it doesn't include the most common animals used in experiments. So it doesn't make sense. Also, these animals' anatomy, metabolism, and cells, they are so different from the humans that they make like a poor subject for us to study because there are some chemicals that can be harmful for these animals and can be good for us, such as aspirin, and the opposite. So can be like chemicals that are good for mice and rats and can be really harmful for us. So we can't trust this. Actually, we can't trust these experiments. As my second reason, I have that alternative methods exists and we should try them. So if then exists, why we use animals? Why we kill animals? For like what reason? So we have the in vitro type where we can use like human cells, human tissues to study them. And we also have technological advancements in 3D printing machine. So we can like bioprint organs and we can use them to test toxins and chemicals and all these things. So why we still use animals? And my last reason, I would like to talk about a current scenario, so the COVID-19, where researchers had to skip animal testing and they tested vaccines in human volunteers. So and so why we use animals when we can also have volunteers? And actually in this case they could speed up the development process. So it's faster and it's better because we don't kill innocent lives. So why we use? So after all this research, all this talking, I think we can conclude that actually there's no excuse for using animals. Instead, researching for alternative methods. So all this information that I said, it's not even close to all reasons to why we should stop using animals. And but I think it's a start, and I think you could agree with me.